Breaking news, guys. Bioware has just put out an update.
These giant buttholes decided to release an update within minutes of us filming the today's news episode, which would have been really nice.
And another news episode regarding Blizzard's response. So this is going to be the third news story we're filming today. Might put this out tomorrow. We'll see. But, yeah, this one's big because it's on a game that is quite
dead.
Quite dead. Beating a dead horse. BioWare, what's going on?
So Anthem apparently is not dead. They don't want it to be dead, and when they said that they weren't going to let it die and they wanted to kind of like redesign, reinvent, and fix the game, apparently they weren't lying. Boom. So that's a big thing.
Brand new picture up here, Joe.
Is that why they left their Christmas lights on?
Yeah.
Like, it's not over, guys.
Yeah, it's still there.
Anthem update by Casey Hudson, BioWare General. This is posted to the blog. And basically, they're going to detail to us what Anthem 2.0 is going to be and why we should all come back and play the game once they finish, huh?
Yeah, that's what they want here.
Joe, did you enjoy paying your $60 beta test,
I was so...
Oh, wait, I don't want to ruin
Don't ruin that shirt.
Okay, I won't ruin it.
Well,
what's going on?
There's a couple sections that I want to highlight and go through this, and so they, the PR speech. There's a couple really hilarious things like, I am so proud of the work the team has put into this game. Bullshit. No one is proud. No one should be proud of what happened. No.
PR speech.
Stop it. At the same time, there's so much that we and you would have wanted from it. Yeah, absolutely. We wanted a complete game that was as advertised and didn't, so look, we beat that horse already. We're not going to dwell too much on the past.
I want to read it. I want to read it for everybody. Ready? Hey, everyone. This is Casey Hudson. Hey, everyone. 1 year ago, we were preparing to launch Anthem. Didn't do too good of a job there. A game that represented a big leap into new territory for us as a studio. God, it's only been like a year, not even a year. It was an exhilarating and terrifying experience, to say the least.
Horrible
to go
experience,
out into the world with something new and different. And we are grateful to all the players who have come along with us on the journey. And it has been a thrill for us to see the creativity of our players in designing customized javelins. What the fuck are you talking about? You barely. And watching them master Anthem's flying and fighting gameplay. I am so proud of the work the team has put into this game, and at the same time, there is so much more that we and you would have wanted from it.
This is just a tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
So that's the first paragraph. And what do we have to say to that? Well, here's the thing.
Too late.
It's too little, too late. Me personally, I think this is a dead game. I think that they should probably move on. But here's the thing. It's EA, right? They saw how they turned around Battlefront 2 for the most part.
Yes.
They spent a lot of money on this game, forcing BioWare to get it out, even though it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get some return on investment. So maybe what they're thinking is it's better to just release a 2.0, get half of the player base back, maybe 25% of the player base back.
You just need the whales back. Remember, you only need the whales for these live service
Well, here's
games.
what I'm getting to is, okay, you got them back, but they've already paid the $60 up front. So what are they going to be – what are they not telling us, Joe, here? That how are they going to be remonetizing the game? It's a live service game, right?
They're learning from Fallout.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go. Read me the next paragraph there. You got it?
Yeah. Over the last year, the team has worked hard to improve stability, performance, and general quality of life while delivering 3 seasons of content and features. Yeah, of course it's stable. No one's playing it, right? Yeah. There's no one playing on the server, so yeah, congrats, you did it. We have also heard your feedback that Anthem needs a more satisfying loot experience. It just needs loot. It's not more satisfying. There was no satisfaction in the loot. Better long-term progression and more fulfilling endgame. Yeah, absolutely. A complete game.
All of the things that people told you before the game launched.
Yeah, well, this is basic stuff. Like, it's not a game without these things. All right. So we recognize there's still more fundamental work to be done to bring out the full potential of the experience and require a more substantial reinvention than an update or expansion. So it's not just an update. That's a good thing. Over the coming months, we will be focusing on a long-term redesign of the experience, specifically working to reinvent the core gameplay loop with clear goals, motivating challenges, and progression with meaningful rewards.
Reinventing the core gameplay loop.
Yeah.
When you're saying that, you're setting expectations, okay? Blizzard just fucked up with their expectations on Warcraft 3, setting player expectations. So I'm expecting there to be a more satisfying and a more rewarding gameplay loop than what was originally.
Oh, absolutely. And they want to do so while preserving the fun of flying and fighting in vast science fantasy setting. And to do that properly, we'll be doing something we'd like to have done more of the first time around, which this sentence is terrifying to me. Giving a focused team the time to test and iterate, focusing on gameplay first.
Oh! The exact thing that you should have done. You're doing it now. This is why live service games are a fucking plague. They're a scam. It's so goddamn easy for companies to laze out and not do their due diligence and release something half-assed. And let us beta test with their $60. Fix it for them.
Yep.
Tell them exactly what they need to do, and then they take all that feedback and then they do 2.0. Joe, let's get you in on this. Read that
Popcorn
next one there in the
OJ.
meantime.
In the meantime, we will continue to run the current version of Anthem. I don't know why, but move away from a full season as team works towards the future of Anthem. We'll keep the game going with events, store refresh, and revisiting
Store refreshes, of course.
Did you really just say store refreshes?
They have to.
Oh my god.
They have to. They got to make money somehow.
Buy more shit.
Past seasonal and cataclysmic contact.
Ooh, that cataclysm that was
Starting
so
with
disappointing.
our anniversary towards the end of the month.
Okay, so
Let's celebrate.
Maybe
We'll
they'll release a big thing for their anniversary.
I don't
right?
think so.
Okay, well, creating new worlds is central to our studio's mission, but not easy. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we miss. I'll say. What keeps us going is the support from players like you.
Nope.
And you.
False.
And you.
Maybe one of
Your
y'all.
feedback
I'm watching one of
gives
y'all.
us guidance on how we can improve, even though you ignored it when we were giving feedback when we had all those issues and all in the loot experience.
Yep.
And your passion inspires us with the courage to create. I look forward to working together with your involvement and feedback towards the best possible future for Anthem. Well, I mean, this is quite clearly what EA wants, and I think it's also what Bioware wants. They want an opportunity to
redeem themselves.
to say sorry. Now,
Well, that's what I wanted in this. I wanted some sort of acknowledgement. There was
there was a lot of acknowledgement here. We miss. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we miss.
Yeah, but the very first thing they said is we are
fucking
so
miss.
proud of the work we put in. No, you don't lead on that. You
Well,
lead with
you don't say. You don't come out saying
Wait, we
we are
suck."
ashamed
We
of what
suck.
we put
All right,
out.
They
is that
should have
20
been.
years?
Well, you want that?
Yeah, because
Invested, but investors are involved in this shit, and they'll never.
no, investors were specifically left in the dark in the most recent investor call about Anthem.
Right.
So this is actually why this
That
was
is
such a
true.
surprise. I wanted them to take more of what Square Enix did when they realized that Final Fantasy XIV
Oh, right.
was an absolute shit show garbage fire. They pulled it away and said, we'll do better. And they did. And it's one of the most successful MMOs out there right now.
Yeah.
And if they're going to try to make it seem like they are sincere, that they're really going to work towards something and not just give us they say 2.0, but like a 1.1 version that's overly monetized that are like, hey, this is a marketing opportunity. Come back. We'll squeeze some more money out of you. And you have to realize that Anthem was, I think it dropped to 11th, but was one in the top 10 best-selling games of last year.
Yeah.
Despite how bad it was,
Right.
people still gave them so much money. So it's a big deal that they've already made the money. They're not in the hole on Anthem. They made their money. Now they want to get to build this live service thing. Because Andrew Wilson says that their IPs last 7 to 10 years. So they've got 6 more years they want to squeeze you.
And people are already saying no, done.
I
Stop
hope
beating the
that
dead
people
horse.
realize it's like, look, you were duped before. Say no more, and you just don't want to do it again. Like you're just tired of it.
But you did touch on something interesting, Joe. What would you think if they did something radical that some game has never done before except for Final Fantasy, and they just shut down Anthem. And they said, guys, we're going to shut down Anthem. We're really sorry. We can do better. We're going to relaunch with a completely revamped intro, some other things here.
Are you going to give me something?
A gameplay loop.
Yeah.
Entice me. Give me something.
Well, it will be free. For if you had
Well,
already
$10.
bought it.
It's
already,
EA.
I already paid for it. No,
We already paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now, new players, obviously, then, they'll charge them. But for people who have already done that, and then they fill that fucking store and customization and emotes, they fill it with a ton of content, right? That's free. And not just fucking blue, okay? But then, and only then I will say, okay, we've got 15 pages of things. That 16th page, you can monetize that.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
I would love it.
That would be amazing, and that would be the story that everybody would be talking about. And I think that if they pulled it off, like Square Enix pulled it off, it might be a savior story. But this, where it just seems like there's a skeleton crew working over there. Bioware Austin, people have moved away from Bioware Austin.
Well, they're focusing on other games.
Studios.
We know that they've got other games coming out.
They need to take their best fucking people. And now that you are watching this news show that we were putting on, you're realizing that as games are developed and put out, they're big talents. There's only a certain amount of people in the studio that have the creative ability, the skills, the skill set, especially when other companies are poaching your company. Those people have to move on to new games and new teams and new IPs that have not even been announced yet, or Dragon Age. Don't forget about that. While the skeleton crew and, the more inexperienced people might be left working on this and been given an impossible sort of task. So I don't really buy it.
It's going to be a hard sell.
It will be a very hard sell.
They need to do quite a few things. One, they need to start streaming the game and not have it. It needs to work. They need to get people that are excited to play their own game. You watch some of the Anthem streams that they did on Twitch. It was the saddest thing I've ever watched.
Bad.
They were just sitting there lifeless. Yeah, now you're going to – oh, no, that thing's not in there.
Honestly, I don't think that their team can do it anymore. I don't think that they should stream it. I think they should probably pay influencers to start streaming it. You want to pay you? Okay.
I like money. You like money?
I do like money, but I also like good games. So I'd have to play it before I would, promote the game to see would they.
Oh, I was just saying stream it. I want to be able to say all the things that I have in mind. Like, this still sucks.
Oh yeah. I mean, here at the Angry Joe Show, we don't take
we pull no punches.
unless we are allowed
to
say what we want to say. But what I think, I don't have confidence in this.
No.
I do kind of respect that they are not giving up. Okay, because we've seen some developers turn things around.
We have.
It's like a man's got a lot of heart, but he needs to learn how to stay down.
Stay down.
Stay down. You're getting your ass whooped.
Stay down.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about No Man's Sky a lot. I never revisited it.
I'm down with Anthem, a sequel, Anthem 2. But that's what they're saying.
That's what they're
like Anthem 2.0. It's like, no, that's Anthem. In a new version.
That's what it was supposed to be.
I'll look at what you got, in Anthem 2.2.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I mean, people bring up No Man's Sky all the time, where it released monumental failure. Everyone hated it. Now it's a game that people play and people enjoy.
Same with Sea of
But
Thieves,
but the problem is, it's like how you release. Despite what we make fun of them all the time. Todd says it's not how you release, it's how you end up, and that's not always true. Games die in the meantime. You
lose a lot of people.
You lose a lot of people, and that means that the next project you put out is even more closely monitored.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Anthem has goodwill left from anybody. It's not an IP that people feel really strongly about. It's not a Warcraft Reforged where it's like, look, Blizzard's been fucking up real bad the last several years, but there's decades of taking care of their customers that you go, oh, all right, maybe. EA hasn't been that company in a very long time. And I don't know if EA is the company that's going to, get me to spend more money for Anthem 1.1.
Yeah. We'll have to see whether they want to do, more than just store refreshes. That's going to be interesting, like whole expansion packs or something like that, $30 expansion packs. And if so, you would have to have a complete and new experience, a completely new story. By the way, I think we're all forgetting the amount of fucking loading screens in that fucking game. Now, I know they've tried to cut down on
Yeah.
it, but if I go back, I'm not going to be able to handle that. Going back in and seeing nothing but loading screens in this whole
You
fucking
forget something
time.
in the hub. You're like, no, fuck this
Yeah,
game.
God
I'm
damn
done.
it, I don't have time.
No, they definitely have to.
It is-
They've worked on that already, and I'm sure they're probably working on it more.
Yeah, that's the stability is one of the things that they said that they had been focusing on the whole year. So hopefully that's one of those things that they fixed. I'm actually really surprised that they are going to incrementally maintain Anthem as we know it now. Maybe there are enough people that are playing. We check all the time to see how many people are playing on Xbox because that's the easiest way to see how many people are playing. Same with on Play.
Camera went out there. Sorry, we ran out of memory cards.
So what I'm most surprised about is that they are going to keep up with the incremental maintenance of the game as it exists now. They're talking about store refreshes, whatever, that makes some money, that makes sense. But if they're going to be doing things for the game and then completely overhauling everything, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, unless it's going to take them a long time to do so.
Maybe that's what they've been doing this whole time.
This whole year is just that, and they're going to plan on this whole next year.
The content they're putting out is just the leaks, the tip of the iceberg that we've seen.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I think it's probably more like Anthem Reforged, right?
Well, any Anthem players out there, let me know in the comments.
You think the one Anthem player left?
I want to know, has there been any changes, any improvements maybe? I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Here's the thing that will make people excited and will make them visit Anthem 2.0. If you say Anthem something, right? It's an expansion pack. If you said Anthem Act 2, what they promised, right? That we did Act 1 and Act 2 or Act 3 or whatever, and they showed gameplay footage of, an expansion pack.
Gameplay footage from them, though?
Right?
No.
And if you're going to put out an expansion pack, it better be 100% free.
It has to be free.
We do not want to create a new breaking news story that Anthem wants to charge us, $30 for all of these improvements in their
They're
expansion.
supposed to have been updating and giving us new content this
It's
entire
a
year.
live service. You supposedly give us this stuff for free, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see exactly what. I guess if there is one of those moments where like an expansion, then that lets everybody know go now, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when is Anthem 2.0 gonna launch? Is it like Star Citizen that it's already launched and you just go and play it whenever you want? No, that's not gonna work. You're gonna need one big expansion pack to get everybody back in so that we can try it out for you if you don't want to play because, it has burned us in the past, and we'll see what EA and Bioware can come up with. And Anthem 2.0, reforged, refunded.
Refunded.
We had gotten so long without having like a concrete Anthem story, and I know now it's just every single week's going to be a new Anthem.
We shall see.
We need a Fallout, but for Anthem again.
I'll make a logo if it gets to that point. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Breaking news. Tell us what you think of Anthem, and will you be jumping into Anthem 2.0? And let us know what they need to do to get you back, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.